All right, Ray Didinger, the Hall of Famer. Let's ask you about Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni. Jalen Hurts is going to be the youngest starting quarterback ever for the Eagles in the playoffs. Nick, first-time head coach in the playoffs. Are these guys ready to meet the moment, do you think?
I guess we'll find out. I mean, there's no way of knowing for sure, but there's nothing in either of these guys that suggests to me that the moment's going to be too big for them. Doesn't guarantee a win, but I don't think they're going to be awed by this. I think we've seen both of them really grow. Nick Sirianni grow as a coach, Jalen Hurts certainly growing as a quarterback. And they've been waiting for this moment, hoping that this would happen. So, no, I think that they're going to go into this with a real positive energy. I certainly don't think they're going to be afraid. And I certainly, even though they're going up against the GOAT, I don't think they're going to be intimidated. I think they're really looking forward to playing this game.
Now, this is a different Eagles team and a different Bucs team. Antonio Brown had close to 100 yards and a touchdown against the Eagles at the Link. And now Chris Godwin, of course, is out as well. They've got some injuries on defense, Levante David. Do you think that this Bucs team is a little vulnerable here?
They're a very different team than the team that played in Philadelphia the Thursday night earlier in the season, for the reason that you just cited. They have a lot of guys that are out. They have a lot of guys that are banged up. But they're going to be healthier, John, because they're getting some of those guys back. Not all of them, but they're getting some of them. They expect Leonard Fournette to be back. They expect JPP to be back. Barrett will be probably back. So they're getting some of their people back. You're not going to be getting Antonio Brown back, nor Godwin. But we've seen Tom Brady over the years. Whatever receivers he's got to work with, he makes it work. I mean, he didn't have those guys last Sunday against Carolina, and he still completed 29 passes to 8 different receivers. That's just Tom Brady. He finds a way to get it done.
Yeah, and the Eagles, as we said, completely different team as well. Those first 6 games ending with Tampa Bay, they averaged 13 rushes a game. Now they're averaging over 28 rushes. In that game at the Link, Miles Sanders was the only running back to have a carry in the first half. 1 carry in the first half. Now they're the best rushing offense in the NFL. Will the Eagles be able to run on this stout Bucs defense?
You're right. And I think that really offensively, I think that is the biggest difference. And I think that's the key, because when you look back at that game, the Bucs controlled the ball for almost 40 minutes. The Eagles had the ball for about 20. If you're running the ball successfully, the way the Eagles have over the second half of the year, you can flip those numbers. You can certainly, you might even win the battle of time of possession, but it won't get lopsided in Tampa Bay's favor the way it did before. So listen, we all know that the running game is what got this team to the playoffs, and I fully expect that they're going to lean on the running games on Sunday.
All right, the Eagles are 6-3 on the road, but the Bucs are 6-1 at home. How do you think this one's going to play out, Ray?
I think the whole key is, it's so obvious. It's Tom Brady. You're going up against the greatest quarterback that's ever played, coming off one of his greatest seasons, 5,000 yards. Forget his age. That's a great season for anybody. And I think it all comes down, can the Eagles get pressure on Tom Brady? The last game they played, they didn't sack him once. They only had 3 quarterback hurries the whole game. If he's able to sit back there and play the game at his pace, get the ball out of his hands when he wants to, get the chance to see the field the way he wants to, if he plays on his schedule, you can't beat him. What the Eagles have to do, and this falls right in the lap of Jonathan Gannon, he's got to come out with a game plan, throw some different things at him, mix up your coverages, keep him a little off balance, and you don't have to sack him 8 or 9 times, but just move him off his spot, make him hold the ball, just throw him and that offense out of rhythm, then you have a chance. If he plays his game, you have no chance.
Yeah, you're right. All right, Ray, I appreciate it. I'm glad the Eagles are getting their rematch, their second shot. Should be interesting. Thanks for the time.
My pleasure, John.